Hey folks, this is Jimmy P, and I'm back with another tip on how to take care of your wood stove. Today we're going to be talking about how to clean the glass on your wood stove so that you can see that fire and you could look right in. And also we'll talk about how you could do that economically. So here we go. So here's the stove after about a week of use. We cleaned it about a week ago, and you could just see that that glass has just some soot on it and probably the wood leaning against it, and just needs to be cleaned. So the first thing we'll do is when we open up the stove, what I'm about to show you, first thing you want to do is just vacuum up this area right here. And the reason is because as you're cleaning it, you don't want all that falling down. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. And while I'm at it, I'll probably just clean this area here too, just to kind of clean up. So So clean this up. Here, clean up over here. Okay, that's pretty good. And then we'll also clean this area. Clean that up nice. Here. All right. I'm happy with that, and the reason for that is as I'm cleaning it, cleaning the glass, I just don't want all that ash to be falling down. So the next thing I'll do though is there'll still be some ash falling down. So what we'll do is we'll take some newspaper and we'll put some newspaper down over here like this. So as we're cleaning, any of this kind of leftover residue from the glass will fall down. So now let me show you what we'll do next. Now you have a couple of choices. One is you could use a professional glass cleaner. And honestly, I started with this when I first started with my wood stove. And this is still left over from years ago from our good friends who we bought the house from, Bill and Kathy, who left this here for us. And it works pretty good. However, I got to tell you, there's a better solution that costs nothing. And let me show you. Just take a regular newspaper, crumple it up like this. And then we'll just wet it slightly, maybe about that much right there. And then you want to just kind of let that. You don't want it to be overly wet, just kind of moist. And right now that's pretty moist right there. We'll take that over the stove. I just have this wet newspaper, and I'm going to take it and I'm going to actually take the wet part and put it into my stove here and dip it in the ash, and I'm going to get a good amount of ash on it. And now what's going to happen is kind of dunking it in the ash. You can see there's a nice amount of ash on this. And this ash actually is the best cleaner for cleaning the window on your stove. I'll tell you why. It creates this grit and it just breaks down. And I'll show you what I mean. You take this and just use it here. You kind of rub a little bit, but not too much rubbing's needed. There you go. And then what I like to do, you can see that there you go. That's the probably the big part of the dirt. And then I like to turn around and just use one, just so I don't have to keep going back. I'll just turn around, get a clean part of the newspaper that's still moist, and just use that. Clean that up. A little bit more there. A little bit more smudge coming off. Find another clean part. And this may do it. May need to do one more time. But now what we'll do, it's almost there. I think one more time. One more kind of pass, and then we should be there. You can hear how squeaky clean it is, huh? Well, there you go, folks. I hope this tip helps you to not only have a nice clean glass. Let me show you here how our glass looks when we're all done. There we go. And you can see how nice and clean that is. So I hope that tip helps you to have a nice clean glass. Also, not to have to go and spend money on professional glass cleaners, but to be able to do it with your own concoction and probably get better results too. A lot less work. My suggestion on this, a wet newspaper. I used to throw it in the fireplace, but it takes a little while, and I think it takes some energy just because it's wet. So I'll throw this in the garbage. But this newspaper down here that has, I don't know if you can see that, but it does have some particles on there that came off of the glass. That I will crumple up and use that to start the next fire. So, well, folks, I hope this video helped you, and you can look for our next video that I'll be actually outside showing just some tips on how you could stack your wood. Have two different methods that we stack our wood and cover our wood so it's drying all season. Well, until then, have a great day.